Hello, and welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
That was very official sounding.
I know. I was trying to channel Conan, who is not here today.
That's right. Sona movsesian has moved from second chair to first. And
I would move?
Yes.
You would move.
What are you talking about?
No. If he left, which he is not here, you would take over as like the guy.
No.
Yes.
Absolutely
no.
not.
Yes, you will. Okay. But
That's not
anyway,
why we're here.
Conan is not here because sadly last week, his mom and his dad both passed away within days of each other. His dad, Dr. Thomas O'Brien, was 95. Conan was actually shooting overseas for his Max show. He came back to Brookline, and then while he was there, his mom, Ruth Reardon O'Brien, died at 92, and today is actually her birthday.
I didn't know that. No
yes,
kidding.
Today is her birthday, and so you never got a chance to meet his parents.
I never did, no.
No, I worked for him for a very long time. And his parents were very impressive, very remarkable people. In their fields, they were celebrities in their own right. His dad was a microbiologist. He retired at 90, and I'm hoping Conan will also retire at 90.
Really? I think he's gone too far already.
You do?
Yeah.
No, I want to ride those coattails until
I'm just
the
kidding.
very end. Don't you?
Yes, of course.
Just like wheeling in a decrepit Conan to his studio. This is terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm like sweating because I have to talk about serious stuff. But yeah, his dad is a legend in his field, and his mother was actually one of the first graduates of Yale Law School, and she became a partner at her law firm when she had 5 kids.
And like the second female to do so, right?
Second female to do so. I mean, she was practicing law when there were like dining halls that women weren't allowed into, and so she would sit outside these dining halls, and men would be inside, and she'd be sitting on her own little table outside. And she was a partner at the law firm. So it was like, they're just incredible people. It's a huge loss. So Conan's with his family, all 800 of them.
And he mentioned to us that he wanted us to do this and to set up the context as to why he's not here.
Right.
And be transparent about it, that he's with his family. And so we've cobbled together some of our favorite moments of the last year. So this first episode will be from the intros and segments, which you, Conan, and I do together. And then next week, there'll be an episode of some of our favorite moments from the various guests that have been on the show in 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm acting like I don't know what you're saying, but
You are.
we had a whole conversation before.
Yeah, so why are you doing that?
I don't know.
You're thrown by having to be serious on Sirius XM. It's in the name.
I know, but it is a really sad thing. I mean, I've over the time working for Conan, I really got to know all of his family, all his siblings, his parents. They were always really nice. It's just a really hard thing to talk about. And I think that it's beautiful that they passed away within days of each other.
It really is. It's strikingly poignant in a way.
I know.
And yeah, like you said, I haven't met his parents. He wouldn't allow that. But
he kept you away.
We have been thinking about him a ton, and I saw my extended family and everybody yesterday at my extended family, people who he's never met, and he's met some of my extended family, was like, please tell him I'm thinking about him. Anyway, we are thinking about you, boss.
Yes, we are. It's a really hard time for him, but he's still Conan. He made fun of me this morning, so I think he's doing okay.
I think his exact words were, the show must go on, but you guys have to do it.
What a dick. We could still call him a dick. Oh,
yeah, it doesn't change.
Even though he's not here.
No, none of this changes that he's still a dick.
A grieving dick is still a dick.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
A grieving dick is still a dick. Wiser words.
Yes. And that's why I'll be delivering the eulogies. Oh my God. What am I doing?
I can cut this.
Why can't I do this normally?
You can.
Oh
in the end, it'll sound fine.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, so let's move on to our first clip. I think an all-timer, not just for 2024.
Oh my God. This is one of my favorite things that ever happened.
I agree. It's Conan makes a stranger take a selfie with him.
I will say I have watched this clip over and over again. Like once a week, I'll just go back and watch
the
it. The
schadenfreude that you love, the feeling of Conan's like desirous ego.
Yes,
being
it's a perfect story. It's told perfectly. It's so funny. It has payoff. It's just great.
Okay, let's roll it.
I have a tale to tell, and it's an embarrassing tale. And I think these are the ones you guys like.
These are our favorites.
This is a true story. I just flew in from Boston. I was seeing my family there. And I check out my family. I check out my family. Hey, you guys are looking. Hey, Mom, Dad, you guys are looking good.
Sexy nuclear unit.
No, I was checking in on my family and seeing my sibs. And then I go to Logan Airport and I'm going to take the flight from Boston to Los Angeles. And I am in the line. You wait in the line to hand your stuff over, put it on the conveyor belt. So you're a little distracted, but I'm, taking my belt off. They always say you can leave your belt on, but it always sets it off. So now I take everything off. I'm pretty much naked when I go through that thing.
No.
But I'm taking everything off. I'm putting it down into this bucket. And this very nice kid who's wearing a white sweater and he has glasses and dark hair. And he says, "Oh, hi, Conan." And he could not have been nicer. He said, "Your show means a lot to me, or your TV show meant a lot to me. I've listened to Conan O'Brien, Needs a Friend all the time. He is Armenian." He introduces himself. And I think he said his name was Armand. He could not have been nicer. And he was very beautifully talking about what the work has meant to him and all that. And I just had the nicest conversation with him, and he was kind of holding his phone, but we were just about to go through the x-ray machine. And so he had to put his phone in, and I was kind of thinking, I think he wanted to do a photo, but he didn't. Okay. Hold on. But anyway, we go through and I'm thinking that guy was so nice. So then they want to look again at one of my bags. I think it's, how many men travel with 9 bottles of hairspray? So it was suspicious. And it's Aquanet. It's for old women. They don't even make it anymore.
It was a 2-day trip.
It was a day and a half trip. And it's not all for my hair. But anyway, I'm saying I inhale that stuff. It's an incredible high. Shout out to Aquanet. But anyway, I get through and I get some of my stuff and I stand up, and standing there, white sweater, glasses, dark hair, this guy, and I just walk up to him and say, "Hey, let's do a selfie." And he said, "Okay." And he starts to fish around in his luggage for his camera. And I'm thinking, he was just holding his camera and he doesn't seem that interested. And what the fuck? That's weird. I thought I was being super nice because he said all those nice things. And he starts to pick it up and he goes, "Okay." And I look at him and I go, "Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
It's not that guy." I swear to God, so this guy who's just a guy who's wearing, and I look over and I see the other guy. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not kidding. I swear to God, this is all exactly happened. I see the other guy. He's wearing a sweater that is practically identical. They look very similar, and he's got glasses. And I see him standing over at a post, holding his cell phone.
And he's thinking, why wouldn't he take a selfie with me?
And I'm looking at this guy, and he goes, "Okay." And he takes a selfie of us, and so look at it from his perspective. He's sitting there waiting for another relative, a girlfriend or whatever, to come through. And Conan O'Brien walks up and goes, "Hey, let's do a selfie."
He must have thought you were insane.
He thought I was fucking insane. And so then I start to go, no. I thought you were him. And I'm pointing to the other guy. And the other guy isn't even looking at me at that point. He's looking at his phone because he just got a text. And there's no good explanation for why you would walk up to a stranger and say, hey, buddy, let's get a selfie. You're going to want this. You're going to want this. So somewhere out there's a guy who isn't a fan, doesn't care, maybe actively dislikes what I do. I came up to him and made him take a selfie. And so then I walk up to the other guy and I said, "I'm sorry, I thought he was you." And the other guy, I'm just, now he just thinks, "Oh, so all non-celebrities look alike to you?"
No, I think what happened is there was no first guy and you just got a bad reaction from someone you wanted to take a selfie with. And this first guy's your Fight Club Tyler Durden guy that gets you to do selfies.
Nice try. Yes, that I see phantom people. No, I loved, it was so perfect. And I don't have photos, but if I could show you a photo of what both of them were wearing, you would laugh because
somewhere these selfies exist though.
It's right? It's as if a higher being, God, said, this is going to be really funny. I'm sending down two people who look somewhat alike, and they're both and they're both wearing this very similar sweater and like dark jeans. So whatever, that happened.
Oh my God.
And I just keep thinking about this guy, just like, okay, where's Sarah? I just got to wait for Sarah to come through. Hey, let's take a selfie. Let's do it right now. Come on, get the camera out.
Like you're doing him a favor.
Like, hey, buddy.
Yeah.
And now I think
I've chosen you.
Hey, guess what? Randomly, every 100th person gets to win the ultimate lottery.
You think you're about to be selected for improved security? No.
Yeah. No. You're getting a selfie with Conan O'Brien. I'm sorry, and you do what? Come on. Late night show, 90s, 2000s, NBC, TBS. Come on. Podcast. Come on, get the camera out. Let's do that.
Incredible.
That's just happened. That happened 36 hours ago. And I the minute it happened, I said, these exist. This is why I have the podcast, because this is fresh. That's this great. Just happened. Hey, buddy. Let's do it. Get the camera out. Let's get that selfie.
I love that you said these two selfies still exist, but that guy probably just deleted it.
He never took it.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I took it.
Oh, there you go. And you know what he said? He said, click. He said, click. And I was like, I didn't think he pushed the phone. And then I saw him walk up to a trash can and throw his iPhone away. And it was the new one. It's the new one with the funny new cord.
Oh, man. That is true. That picture is probably out there somewhere.
Yes.
If this person, has this never made its way back to that person? I want to see that photo so badly.
Armand, it's me. It's Sona. He said he's Armenian. Maybe he's my cousin or something. But just show us this picture. Wait, no, we don't want his picture. We don't want it with Armand. We want it with the other guy that he went up to.
Oh, I just love to see it.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome. That was one of my favorite stories. Also, very sweet that he was visiting his parents, he said, in the beginning of that clip. Yeah. And I do have to say, Conan visited his parents constantly. So, I mean, he was always, anytime he was on the East Coast, he stopped by Boston. So
and
it's
he made
sweet
them
that
do
he mentioned
selfies with him as well.
I know.
All right. This next segment is called Conan Tries Sona's Lip Gloss.
We've had a few things with my chapsticks.
This one is more recent, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Is this the one where I kept reapplying because it was really tasty?
Yeah, and then he basically ate a whole tube of it.
That's right.
And I wouldn't touch the stuff.
Yeah, I know. He stuck it in his mouth, I think. And yeah, I don't even know where that chapstick is. I actually think I may have thrown it away.
I think he ate it all.
Ew. I'm a chronic lip moisturizer.
Yeah, what's that all about?
But the thing is, I got a new one. And I was like, this will be nice because it's like a tube.
Yeah.
And then it comes off and then it tastes so good. I keep licking it off.
So you're basically eating it? You're eating it. Where
Sona.
Can I see it? Can I take a look at it? Would you hand it to me?
And will you say what you called it when she was putting it on?
Oh, well, she kept putting it on, and I said, what is that? Say something stupid sauce? Because you sure are using it a lot. Give me some lip, it's called. We're just giving these people a free plug.
We are.
Do you mind if I put it on right now? I promise.
I don't mind. I really don't.
I have a sore that appears monthly. Well, you knew that.
Why are you looking at your hand? Are you going to put on your hand? No, okay, on your lip.
Yeah.
It tastes good. And also, it doesn't stay on that well. I have other stuff that kind of just stays on.
Oh my God, this tastes fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. I keep eating it. And so,
this is delicious. I'm not kidding. It's delicious.
Oh my God.
Just keep it. You got to keep it now. You have to keep that.
No, I'll give it back to you.
It's like he's just sucking on a Go-Gurt.
This is amazing. What's in it?
Oh, God.
Do not ingest. Oh. Now with 40% less asbestos. This is incredible. This really does. I see now why you keep applying it, because it's very delicious. Do you ever put it on the finger and then use the finger to apply?
I don't. No, I just go straight from tube to mouth. But you're putting on a lot. Do you see what I mean?
You know why I'm putting on a lot? I don't think I've ever moisturized my lips.
Oh.
Not once. Have you ever seen me moisturize my lips in all the years you've known me?
No.
Do you moisturize your lips?
I always have a chapstick with me.
I never do. I don't, Eduardo.
Actually,
never do
It's foreign to me.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
just so your lips are so shiny right
Well, they
now.
should be. That, you know what? Draw attention to the mouth. They always
so
say.
shiny. I've got 2 chapsticks with me for some
That's
reason.
just weird. But why? I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. But Eduardo, back me up
I
on
don't
this.
participate in that.
Yeah, I don't. I just think, well,
Once
we're in the world. We didn't, when we evolved from the great ape, he did not moisturize his lips.
So then you don't need to use sunscreen?
Oh,
Okay. That's cruel. That's going after my
That
disability.
That is. But oh my God, you're putting on
Look
so
at that.
much
Oh
of it.
my God, this
Can
is
I say-
disconcerting.
But you know what the thing is? I laugh a lot and I
if you
smile
can see this
a lot.
on video,
Don't.
don't.
Zoom in.
Skip.
Zoom in.
Skip it.
Help me. Help me.
Oh my God, with your 5 o'clock shadow.
I'm over moisturized.
God.
You should lube up.
What does it
feels
taste
good.
like, though?
Oh, what's that?
What does it taste like, though?
Try it.
No,
Go
no,
ahead. No,
good.
Oh, come on, it's fine. Listen. The sore I get erupts once.
Take it with your fingers.
Don't even open it.
Just try it, you coward. Put it on, Eduardo. Come
Eduardo,
on.
I promise
You're all
you.
talk, dude.
Come on,
You're all
Eduardo.
talk. Put it on.
Don't be a little
Just do
bitch,
it.
Yeah, don't be-
Eduardo.
just
like you've
do
never
it.
kissed Conan on the mouth. Come on.
No, Eduardo, I'm telling you,
What do I lick?
just
No, don't lick it. It's for
Just
your lips.
put it on your lips, but
it
then lick
tastes
your lips.
really good.
Lick your lips.
I mean, it has a tint.
Eduardo, lick your lips.
Good.
Look at that.
What's it taste like?
I don't know.
I've never used lip balm before.
I don't know if this is what it normally.
You know why? This is why Eduardo's never been hired to do an infomercial. Try this amazing new product. What do you think, Eduardo? I don't really want to try it. No, Eduardo, it's the amazing new lip balm. Try it on your lips. I'll just put a tiny bit. But Eduardo, doesn't it feel good? I don't know.
I didn't say it was bad. I just,
I didn't say it was bad. Oh, great. You heard it from Eduardo. He didn't say it was bad. Call 1-800-555-2525 and get your not-so-bad lip balm. What is your problem, man? It's delicious.
It is
I
really
see now.
good.
Seriously, you keep it, and don't worry about whatever sores I may have.
Nobody puts it in their mouth.
I know,
That's
but-
I don't want it after
Why?
that.
What are you afraid of? Be honest.
I don't want your saliva is all over
I know,
it
but
now.
what do you
Well,
worry
the
is on
visual
my...
is forever tied to that too. If you just
I know. If
Yeah,
you
but also-
raw deep throating my
Did you say
chapstick.
raw dogging it?
I
did.
said raw dog and I was like, that's not the right one. Then I changed it to deep throating, which is what you were doing
I didn't
with this.
deep throat it. I know what deep throating is.
Yes.
Well, you definitely filleted it.
I have
You
never.
blew
I have,
my chest.
I have never, ever
did.
filleted a penis that small. That I promise you. That's the Conan guarantee.
With the lip gloss.
You heard it here.
Oh God.
I've never filleted a penis that small.
Oh
Oh my
God.
God.
And then we've come to find out, he did tell us after the recording he has.
He has.
That was
Yeah.
not true.
That had what did you? He's like, I don't participate in that. That made me laugh.
What listeners would have never seen is that Adam's in the background too, having never even been asked at this point whether he wants to try it, just shaking his head, going, no.
I made the rounds. I didn't need it after.
By then, especially getting
No,
the fourth
exactly.
person.
It
Yeah.
did make the round.
Conan's whole mouth was on that thing.
Yeah,
I didn't
you have French kissed Conan O'Brien.
Man.
Oh God.
Was it last year that he asked Julia Louis-Dreyfus to put on her
Right.
lipstick?
That's right.
There's something.
Oh yeah.
Something going
Yeah.
on.
Well, and he did that remote in Texas when he was doing, was it Mary Kay? Where he put makeup. There's this insane image of him. And I
Oh,
think I've
yeah.
seen it in a GIF. Like someone's
have
probably
too.
sent it to me where he looks like a crazy person peering through a window
Yeah.
and he's got like lipstick all over his face, right? Am I wrong, Blaine?
You're absolutely right.
Okay, yeah.
And it haunts my dreams every night.
I know.
I didn't even know the context of that. I've just seen that picture and it is harrowing.
You should watch that remote he
No.
did where he meets with women who sell Mary Kay products and it's
sounds
really,
familiar.
really funny.
I mean, we don't even really talk about it on this show, but I've
Yeah.
always been a Conan fan and I've seen most of, if not all of these remotes at some time or another.
Yes. Yeah. His remotes, I think, are pretty legendary. And, you know, that one is a really funny one.
I also, this has never come up on the show.
Yeah.
I submitted a packet to be a writer on his
You
show.
did?
Because I knew Todd Levin and he asked me.
You're kidding.
We've never talked about it on the show. Isn't that
Girls,
funny?
you would have been a really good writer on the show because you just have like such a similar sensibility.
Well, I didn't get hired. So I don't...
okay. You know what? Sweeney's here. We should just ask him why he never hired you.
Oh, yeah. Let's go straight to the source. This next one, oh boy, Sona. This is called Sona is a Bad
I don't want to do this one. Listen, recently, my mom, after we watch this clip, you'll understand this more. I mean,
I love it. I don't want to do this one, but after we watch the clip.
I know. I don't want to do this one because my mom did come up to me and she's like, you need to tell everybody what a great woman your great grandma was because I made her sound like a crazy witch.
I'm sorry. We don't have time for that. No, go ahead. This is the time.
No, she was. My great grandma, who I used to make cry just for funsies, was actually a really incredible human being. And, okay, well,
so your mom
has
seen this?
She has. I don't even know how. She never talks to me about like, hey, I saw you talk about this thing on the podcast. It's just like every once in a while she brings it up. So I don't know if someone sent it to her or if she just watches it and just doesn't want to talk to me about the things that I say.
Wow.
Yeah, which they could possibly be the second one because she doesn't like some of the things that talk about.
Roll it.
Sona, you lived with
my
your grandparents.
Yaya and Dada both lived into their 90s.
Into their 90s.
Yeah.
And they came from
Istanbul.
Yep.
And I mean, my grandpa he was a butcher when he was 12. Like, they just put him to work really early.
Right.
So it's like the idea that you were trusting a 12-year-old with slaughtering animals just feels like a completely different world.
But also just the fact that then they come to this country and they're living with you and you're going out to In-N-Out to grab a burger and whatever else you're up to. It's just this amazing clash of cultures. I find that stuff fascinating.
Well, my great-grandma also lived with us, and she was old as shit. She was really old.
You don't say old as shit.
She was really, really old, and I remember she was this old, wrinkly lady, and I was really young. I was maybe like 10, and my mom's like, she's going to sleep in your room. And from then on, I was terrified of the dark because I thought she was like an old witch lady. And she was just
Wait, when you say she was, what did you say, old as shit?
Yeah.
How old is old as shit?
She was, I mean, when I was 10, she was like 95.
Because there are young comedians out there that now see me and go, "You're old as shit." Yeah. So it's all relative.
That's right. I was 10 and she was 60.
No, seriously. How old do you think she was?
She was 95. Yeah, wow. But she was like an old wrinkly lady, and I was young, and I was like, "Why is this old person in my room?" And I got terrified of the dark.
You sound like an awful grandchild.
I was really bad.
I love this. Like old and wrinkled. Why is that in my room?
We did something else. I shouldn't.
Well, we got her now.
This is really bad. So she had a son who passed away that no one told her passed away. And then my uncle, who was still in Istanbul, and we'd hold up 2 fingers and be like, Medzik, touch one of them. And she would touch him and be like, oh, that's, Bejo Daidai, who was my uncle. And she'd just instantly start crying. And we thought it was so
Wait, I don't understand
funny
what was happening here.
Because we kept reminding her of these people she hadn't seen in a long time, and we'd instantly make her cry. And Danny and I were like, "Let's go make Medzik cry."
Whoa! Oh my God, you're a monster. You're a sociopath. Wow. How is that? We
were just fascinated with her instant sadness.
I thought you were the true sociopath, but it's you all along.
It really was messed up.
Twist.
No. To be fair, I did it to my grandmother Maudie too. I used to go, remember that loved one that perished? It was fun. We used to call it, was the old fun, we called it the Perish game.
Oh,
hey, let's go play Perish. And we go into Monty's room. Remember the one you loved who perished? Look at them waterworks. You're an awful, awful person.
No joke. That was really bad.
Yeah, you're a bad person.
It was bad. We would make her laugh just for
All right, well,
fun.
Listen, let's have some
cry.
good come from this.
You don't need to clarify no joke.
We would
know
make
that
her
it's bad.
cry just for fun. Because we were terrible
Let's have some good come out of this. If you're listening right now and you're tempted to go mock a very, very old relative by reminding them of someone they lost long ago, think twice.
Yeah.
That's a little word from Conan O'Brien. Needs a friend.
What if one day your great-grandchildren come up to you and you're old and wrinkly and sleeping in their bedroom and start doing this to you? Will you laugh?
I'll be so old. Look, I think Did you ever do anything when you were younger where you're like, that's a shitty thing? Like, I used to egg houses, and now I'm like, that's not cool.
Yeah, we would play. Did you ever play Dead Man?
No.
Where you'd lie half in the street, half on the curb, like you're dead, and wait for a car to drive by and stop and go like, are you okay? And all the other kids are hiding in the bushes listening.
No.
And you just go, no, I'm just looking at the stars.
Matt, really?
Yeah, oh, don't act so surprised. That's
that is
nowhere near what you did.
You used to do.
No.
That is so bad. Look, my mom unfortunately saw this clip. That's my mom's grandma, Medzik. She's my great grandma. She was an incredible woman. I can't believe I called her old as shit. And I think that's a terrible word usage that I had. But she was an incredible, incredible lady. I do feel bad. I think I just kind of said it in a flippant way, but I do feel bad that I used to make her cry just for fun, which is an awful thing to do.
How old were you?
I think I was around 10 or 11. And
so definitely old enough to know better.
You know what? That's the thing. I was old enough to know better.
I think people are hearing your true self right now.
Yes. I do think, like, the older I get too, the more I realize I can cry very easily. So I think that we were just kind of like, look at her have emotions just from us saying a name. Yeah. And I feel like now as a human, I would be like, I shouldn't do that.
It's kind of true. Most kids are sociopaths, and then you learn empathy as you have trauma come upon you.
Oh my God.
Again, don't act so shocked.
Look, if there's any 10 or 11-year-olds listening and you have a great grandma who can cry very easily, like, just don't do it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Okay.
Oh, geez. That was hard to watch. That was hard to watch.
It's hard to be your partner sometimes. This next one is Conan's Hot Ones recap. Yes. This was quite a moment in the pop culture in last year. And then we got to have Conan just kind of recap his experience on Hot Ones, where he broke the system.
I don't even like this was a fun moment for our podcast, but the Hot Ones episode, I think in terms of Conan's career, was probably one of the most unhinged, just funniest things I think I've ever seen him do.
Yeah.
And it was really, I mean, it was incredible how many people were talking about him after that. And so, this one's really funny.
Let's listen.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
A lot of people are asking me, how do I feel?
Because you ate a lot of spicy food on Hot Ones.
Yes, I went on the show Hot Ones, and I did not. I was aware of the show. Obviously, it's a very successful show. I hadn't really. Can't say I was an expert on the show. I went in thinking, well, whatever happens, I just have to eat all the wings, and just go for it and make a fool of myself. And so I kind of had that plan in mind, but didn't know much beyond that. The host, very good, excellent. I like that guy a lot. He's a very good interviewer.
He is.
He's a really good interviewer, and they do a really good job on that show. So Sean's asking me questions, and I was just determined to just keep stuffing these wings in no matter what. And then, of course, me being me, I start drinking the sauce and rubbing it around on my face and my chest and everything. And so when I walk around now, because a lot of people have seen this, people keep asking me if I'm okay.
I wondered the same thing. Well, I also just watched Conan Must Go, which is fantastic, by the way. And in Thailand, you get pretty floored, albeit comedically by some sauce. So I thought you're going to go down when I see Hot Ones.
Yeah. No, well, we played that up for comedy, and then and you're allowed to in a sketch world or comedy world, you can fake things a little bit.
I'm aware.
Oh,
yes.
Is that how comedy works?
Comedy works, really?
When I look at you two, I think an explanation might be in order.
So what's the deal? Do you not have taste buds or something? How did you do that?
I have never seen you eat spicy food.
I don't eat spicy food.
I hear, there's people who like put Tabasco or Tapatio on stuff. I've had so many meals with you and I've never seen you eat spicy food.
I have a theory. It's that the only thing worse than that amount of thermal spice would be you not somehow getting the attention that eating all of that would give you.
Yes. Yeah. And all joking aside, and also I've had a bunch of people posit that I have the red-haired gene, which is there's when I go to the dentist and they give me Novocaine, they then go to drill and it's like I haven't had Novocaine. And I'm always saying, I feel everything right now. And they always say, oh yeah, you're a redhead. I don't know if that's, but I've had many dentists say that to me, and they give me a lot more. And they say the redheads have, higher pain threshold or something. I don't know what it is.
Meaning you feel less pain, you feel more pain.
You don't
feel, I don't know exactly how it works, and I'm just freewheeling here. I just know what I've been told by people. I don't think it's it. I think you have it, Matt, which is I've always been, if I think something will be funny, I'll do it and deal with it later.
And did you?
Yeah, I did deal with it later. I was dealt with later.
How did it manifest itself?
I spot welded. I mean, an iron. I spot welded.
We're all thinking the same thing.
I spot welded. I wanted it to be useful.
And how much did you shit?
How much did your butt hurt?
Here's what I decided to do.
And do you have butt taste buds?
Here's what I decided to do. I decided that I wanted, after I ingested all that, I wanted it to be useful. So I found a construction site where they were doing spot welding. And I went there and I said, gentlemen, if you want, I can weld these girders for you in about, I'm guessing about 15 minutes. You'll need to avert your eyes because I'll be dropping my pants. And they said, okay. And I said, I will need someone to stay behind and light it. And then we'll be all set to go. So there's a building in the Mid-Wilshire district that's going up. And I think I did about 65 rivets in the building. And people were driving by saying, Conan O'Brien, his pants are around his ankles. And I think fire is shooting out of his ass and he's welding a building. And here's the biggest problem. I had to join the union. But that way everybody wins. There's a building, and trust me, that section of the building will never fall. That's the best. And they've had an engineer say, whoever did this, these are heat temperatures we've never seen.
So every time you're going to weld something, you just have to eat a lot of hot wings?
Yes, I'm in the union now. And all I have to do is, I've got all the sauces from Hot Ones.
You are the saddest X-Man ever.
Yeah. Meet the X-Men.
Really? He's on the X-Men? What do we do with him?
His name's Assweld. What's this super? And you know what it is? I have a bandolier, and instead of ammunition, it's just sauces. And they're like, "What are we gonna do? How are we gonna get out of this thing? The bad guys have sealed us in this lead safe. Hold on a second."
Just to pull your pants down?
You have to pull your pants down.
Does your uniform have a compartment?
Oh, yeah. The uniform has. And the
like a union suit, the little flap you.
Well, it's a very tiny flap that's the exact circumference of an anus.
Oh.
It's a tiny circle that unflaps. Oh. And then just a beam of the whitest light you've ever seen comes out.
Of phosphorus.
Of phosphorus, yeah. And and everyone has to put on welding goggles.
Oh, God. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm raising my ass out of the chair.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm just having psychosomatic symptoms of that or something.
You know what? I think you asked the question everybody was thinking after Hot Ones, which is like, how did it come out?
Right. He joked, but we don't really know.
Well, I know.
But maybe that's true, maybe.
Maybe it's true that he welded a building.
Maybe.
With his butt.
The reason why I love that clip is that I think more than most clips shows how good Conan is at improv. Yeah. I mean, he took basically a thing of like, my stomach is upset and my butt was burning, and turned it into like a movie. Like that, like it was like a 3-act structure and a
fully developed character.
That's right.
That had to join the union.
Exactly. I mean, just so many amazing. I mean, truly, it was just like a one-man show. So that's I love
and
that.
how many welding terms he just randomly just pulls out of his ass. Yeah. Pun intended.
Well done.
Thank you. I have to say, I haven't watched these since we recorded them.
Me either.
But so this is really fun.
Yeah.
We should do this more often.
I agree. We
just
should
watch ourselves.
Yeah. Do you want to come over later and watch me?
Yeah, watch you.
Just me.
You edited yourself out of every video, and there's just a big gourley video out there.
We knew we wanted to have like some
awesome.
reference to Hot Ones, in this because like you said, such a big moment. What we couldn't really fit into this episode was the Dr. Arroyo special.
Oh my God.
Which was
For my
also,
money, because it's just so long, right?
It's so long.
But it's consistently
and it
funny.
contains what I think might be the funniest line of the year on this podcast, which is when he says, Dr. Arroyo, I want you to come and take my pulse.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you start choking me. And then Dr. Arroyo, Jose Arroyo, hilarious writer, says, I thought you wanted me to take your pulse.
Take your pulse.
Take your
Yes.
pulse. Take it away.
Oh, God, that guy.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Well, as brilliant as Conan is at improv, he's not a great arm wrestler.
He's weak. He's a weak little man.
This also, I think, out of maybe all the segments we've done this year, is the most chaotic.
I'm trying to remember. All I
Is
can
it?
remember from this is utter victory. That's the only thing I remember. So I'm excited to see this.
Then you're in for a treat.
Did you really think he would ever beat you? I knew you were going to win.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know because he is. I don't know about his physicality, but he has a willpower like no human I've ever
That's
met
true.
before. So sometimes
Yeah.
that's all you need,
But I also, he is a very strong person too. I mean, he works out, but I also know that he would put too much thought into it.
Oh, interesting.
And he'd be like in his
Get
own head.
Where
and
I'm just all animal
you're just
magnetism.
a dumb jock. And you're like, fuck yeah,
I'll
arm
take it.
wrestle. Yeah, let's
and then
do
I
it.
went home to my cheerleaders.
Classic Matt.
Classic. All right, let's roll this. I want to see this. Maybe we'll watch it twice.
And this is what we were just talking about. I made a declaration that I'm pretty sure I could take anybody in this room in a physical fight, except I said Blay. I don't think I could take you because you work out all the time.
Thank you very much.
You could.
I don't think I could. But, and then everyone started to get into it like, no, you couldn't. You couldn't take Eduardo.
But you said more than that.
Yeah.
You said I'd fight you without my hands.
Yes, well, I know that you're a huge...
And I still think he'd win.
Yeah, I think you're a huge soccer fan. You love Lionel Messi.
Uh-huh.
It's Lionel, by the way.
Wow.
I just think you're probably like in the back of your mind think I can't use my hands. I've got to get him with my feet, and then I just lay you out, And then Adam, I'm sorry, but it would be over very quickly.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I think Adam's the quiet prize fighter,
Have you been in many physical fights?
Very few.
Very few.
Very few,
Sona, I think, rightfully said that she couldn't see me getting, working up enough rage for the fight.
I think, first of all, you remind me, and the listener is probably thinking, well, we can't picture this Adam Sachs. Imagine a milder Michael Cera.
No.
Is that fair? Like even milder and not as strong. Michael Cera is like on steroids compared to
No, but Adam's tall and lithe.
I think. Do you want to arm wrestle across the table?
Oh,
yes. Come on.
No, I can't. This rotator cuff.
Oh, really? Huh? I'd like to see this. My money's on this guy.
Well, wait a
right
minute.
here.
Whoever wins an arm wrestling struggle does not win the fight.
No,
I'm just saying
it is a one indicator
It's
of strength.
one of-
It doesn't mean I would beat you in a fight, but it means I'd beat you in a single feat of strength.
Well, this thing's in the way.
No.
But
wow,
listen,
how convenient.
but listen, let's keep the conversation going for a bit first, okay? And then we'll see if this so-called test of fighting aptitude gets us there. So every time you're in a stressful situation, or let's say you're walking down the street with your wife and some thug stands in the way and says, give me your money, you're going to say, we'll arm wrestle and see who gets my gold.
yeah.
Is that what you'll say?
It came to mind. We can figure out other ways to test our
How about I fight
pizza
you?
strength.
I fight you. But you're blindfolded. I mean,
I can't do that, mic'd up. It's easier
that's
to
true,
sit
yeah.
at the table.
And what about now, Matt? When you see you coming after me? I know you're ageist and stuff, but come on. I mean, look at this guy. This guy's...
you look great. You're super fit for your age. And I want to say this. The only thing I've got going in my corner is a desperate need to prove something to you, my father figure.
Yes.
And so that might be enough to take me over the top.
Also, I'm betting, just because I know you got a lot of flea markets and you love to buy weird things, I bet you have a Flemish suit of armor at home.
And probably some kind of antique brass knuckle.
Yeah,
Or
oh, yeah, yeah.
Umbrella
And you have
with
it-
a knife cane,
You have all kinds of weapons, ironically. I bet you have those.
What's an ironic
Oh, like a bumbershoot that has a little...
That's what I just said.
A little knife that comes out.
That's what I literally just said.
I know, but it comes out. But one that has like a James Bond...
what I just said.
You didn't say one that has a little knife that comes out. Did you?
I did.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Oh, I think I would lose this fight. I wouldn't even know I was in a fight. I'm telling you... as my body grows stronger, and it does every day, ladies, I think my mind is going. I didn't hear you say that, but then again, I was yelling at you, and I wasn't really listening.
You need your mind. You can't just be fleet of foot. You need your mind in a fight.
Yeah, and coordination. You have no coordination. Let's
get to the bigger thing, and I think Sona could take you.
I can easily take you, and you would
have the rage.
You
know what?
I do have the rage.
I will say this. An angry Sona beats everyone in this room.
Yeah, I think we're all
And
agreed.
I've seen you when your blood is up.
Yeah.
And you are the Khaleesi. It's insane. The dragons, the whole thing. You
don't have yes, you are a strong person.
I have a lot of inner rage.
Oh,
you do, but you don't have very much coordination. And I think you'd be doing a lot of bits.
I would
be
do
putting
bits.
the pen and be like, hey, mustache pen.
Yes, I would do bits as I fought, which I think is very impressive. I managed to do bits when I fight people.
I don't think that is impressive. And I think you get beaten up.
Unless it's a distracting tactic.
Oh, it wouldn't be distracting. It's a lot of me using glasses. If I have a pen, I make it a mustache, or I make it like I'm the walrus with one.
Yeah, you did
with one tusk. I'm the walrus with one tusk.
Yeah.
There's only one way to decide this, and that is right now.
Fight Club.
Battle Royale.
Fight Club.
The 6 of us.
Why don't you guys go right now?
Okay, so
Jesus. What are you doing?
Trying to swing at you.
Already, I feel like I don't know anything about arm wrestling technique, but I can tell it's not
I know
right.
nothing about arm wrestling.
All right.
And I don't think it's a chest of strength.
All right, on your marks.
And we hold these hands?
Ready?
Wait, what are you guys doing?
Hold the bottom hand.
No, hey, can I just say something? Matt reached over and held my other
This
hand.
is over the top rules. If we don't have the little joysticks.
Wait, what?
But why did you hold my hand?
This is what you do.
Hey, do you want to get one milkshake and 2 straws?
Yes.
Hey, how about we both start on different ends of a strand of spaghetti and move our way to the middle?
Have you people never arm wrestled with
I
someone you
don't
loved
understand
dearly
this
and wanted to get
technique.
closer
I
And
to?
can I say something
understand
else?
the hand
Sona, give me your
holding.
hand. He held my hand and he did a little bit of that. There was a little bit of a rub.
No,
And there's a
Why
little...
are you doing
you
it?
do this.
No, that's on the side. That's not in the middle. That's on the
There's nowhere for your arm
side.
to
This
go.
is so you
That's
can-
blocking
what are we
the...
doing?
A disagreement is broken out in chess club. Is what's happening.
So you're
This
gonna
is
say
the
when?
weirdest. I have never seen
My
this
microphone is
technique.
over here.
What are you doing with this hand?
I have
Hold on,
never
here we
seen
go.
this
Ready?
technique
Ready?
before.
Yeah.
When?
Okay, but... wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're on this side of the table pushing that way.
Totally
fucked that way.
Gourley won easily.
No, but you saw what he did.
Let's do
You're
a
on like
rematch.
this side of the table. There's no way.
Well, let's switch places then.
Arm wrestling. No, just stay there, but get here.
Chaos.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Wait, no.
When?
1 to 1.
Hold his other hand.
Oh, come on. I'm not doing
holding
shit, man.
anybody's
Go.
hand. This is
Lift up his arm.
Oh, wait. You all right? You okay? What happened? What the fuck's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Can't you arm wrestle?
Oh my God! Look at that. He broke my skin.
Stabbed him with a pen.
Here's the thing.
Dirty. You
the saddest arm
poison tipped
wrestling
umbrella.
I've
Look,
ever
when I said
seen.
I would win, what I'm telling you is I would win. I would
matter
use
what.
anything in the room to win.
Yeah, you know what? You would. I
would.
think you would. I think you're the best, cheater.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
call
true.
it cheating. Is it cheating when Jason Bourne uses he uses something in the kitchen when the Russian attacks him and beats him?
I
That's
just
not
want to say
cheating.
he does use a pen, but he uses the pointy nib, and you just took like the blunt, curvy
because
end.
I didn't,
Look at that.
Matt. I didn't want to hurt you. Do you realize if I'd used the sharp? I thought about that.
You did. You could have killed me.
I would like my dream is that all of you attack me at once.
That's my dream too.
Okay, I think
That's so weird.
I think we all have the same dream. Oh wow!
Man, still feels good.
Part
after
two.
all this time.
Part 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Adam,
That
yeah,
really
you
was-
Adam.
Yeah, no, I
Conan.
will. I forgot how much he went after. He just totally dismissed.
I think we need to have a tournament. Like, have you guys ever seen Over the Top, the Stallone movie?
Yes.
And that's what I'm talking about when I reference those joysticks when you
Yeah.
do professional arm wrestling. And so when you're doing it at truck stops like I often am, You have to grab each other's hands underneath. That's how you do it.
Okay.
I defend this, and there are people online that will come to my defense on this.
I think the interesting thing was you just assumed Conan knew that.
That's true. Maybe
so
that was
you
my
like
mistake.
went to hold his hand, and he just didn't understand what you were. I
But it's
think
not
nobody
hand-holding.
did. I think we were all
it was
like,
confusing
"Why
to
are
everybody
you
in the room.
Really?
Yes.
You guys got to get out, you know?
to truck stops?"
Yeah, truck stops and dive bars and honky tonks.
It's like a switch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
He turns his hat around, and that's when he goes into.
But we need to have a
arm wrestling.
tournament. How does that work? So you just everybody arm wrestles everybody, and then the winners
I don't know.
proceed.
Do
Well,
we have
it's
to
either
have
round
one?
robin where we all
Yeah, we have to.
It's either
Okay, well-
there's three choices.
Yes.
It's round robin where we all arm wrestle each other, or we come up with heats and do a bracket, or we don't do it.
I think the third option is
option.
probably the best. Honestly, there was so much testosterone in that segment.
Which is rare for this room.
It is. That's what is so crazy is that you guys are not like, yo, kick anyone's ass.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Nobody in this room is like that.
No.
But we had an entire segment where we just talked about whether or not we could all beat up Conan.
I would like to do
It's
like
just crazy.
maybe this summer, now that we're talking about this, maybe a podcast Olympics to find out which one of us is the best podcaster. And it could be different events that aren't
Jesus.
necessarily all, who has the best pronunciation of different words, perhaps. Who, oh, okay, maybe not.
Well,
I didn't know what goes into being a good podcaster.
I stand only to lose in
Mic
this
technique,
because I've almost been doing this for 20 years, and if I don't win this, that's a huge embarrassment.
The stakes are high. I'm just saying it could lend itself to a competition, Eduardo.
You're right.
Sure. I just
Sure. Thanks, buddy. What is good? You forget your retainer today? My God.
I'm a great podcaster.
I love your idea of like being a great podcaster is do you enunciate and then do you have good mic technique?
that also felt like a Conan joke to you.
Oh,
yeah,
Your
with the hard G's.
I know. Oh,
Oh, I did not think of it. I was not.
yeah, that's true. I know of all the things. I mean, obviously, I would lose that one because also.
Well, no, because Conan does this all the time. I'm constantly editing out his.
You
Wow,
okay?
you're gonna lose.
So you've been doing this for 20 years? You said?
Yeah.
Speaking of enunciation,
Oh, that's right. And this was from a summer s'mores with Conesy and the Chill Chums, where we played the camp game, Chubby Bunny, which, like holding hands under the arm wrestling, you guys didn't know, or Conan didn't know.
I didn't know about Chubby Bunny.
You got to get to
Also,
truck stops and summer camp.
Well, here's the thing. I remember you talking about how you learned about Chubby Bunny at summer camp, but then I feel like shortly after you were saying you never went to
I learned
summer
about
camp.
it when I taught at an improv summer camp at Biola Bible College.
Wait, is this the same? Is this when you were also talking about when you kept getting homesick? When you were
That was
teaching?
a different improv camp that I
Okay.
taught in
And you
the
Because you were
woods.
saying that you were homesick at camp, and then it turned out you were not a camper. You were homesick.
I
but
was
And
a
you were in
fully
your
grown adult.
20s.
I was a fully grown adult.
And you said Viola? Wait, so
This-
that's not
this
even,
was-
you weren't even that far from where you
No, it was La
live.
Mirada, and I lived in Whittier, the next town over. No, I lived in Long Beach at the time.
Oh, that's better.
Also, this was an improv camp that was not affiliated with the Bible College. It just rented the thing. But on that campus, there's a building with a photorealistic 40-foot tall Jesus. And every time you're doing improv, you look up at this Jesus just staring down at you.
Is he at least laughing?
Well, he's got a mouthful of marshmallows. All right, let's roll it. When you guys were at camp, did you ever play Chubby Bunny?
I don't know what that is.
No.
You don't?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, we don't have to do this, but this was just an idea that came up when we were discussing this season. What happens is everybody takes a marshmallow, you put it in your mouth, and you say the words Chubby Bunny. And then we take turns adding a marshmallow each time until someone can't say Chubby Bunny anymore and they're out.
All right.
Okay?
Can we eat the marshmallow?
You have to keep it in your mouth.
All right.
This is the game Marlon Brando was playing when he secured the role for The Godfather.
Can I keep drinking?
Yeah.
Will it dissolve the
Oh, no, you can't drink.
No.
You can't drink. All right.
So Sona's out.
Chubby
So
Bunny.
you can't swallow it, you can't chew it, you have to keep it in your
right.
mouth.
Let me just hold on.
Let's all
Let me
guzzle
let
up.
me stock
Never
up.
ever heard of
You've
this.
never heard of this?
No. God, you grew up in a strange way.
I did.
Yeah.
You
No. I have strange tales and stuff, but there was no Chubby Bunny in my background.
Who's played Chubby Bunny? Every hand goes
Oh
up.
my God.
No, Eduardo's giving me the thumbs
Never
down.
heard of it.
Never played it?
Never.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Chubby Bunny.
Wait, does that count as you saying Chubby Bunny? That didn't sound like Chubby Bunny. She's out. She's out. First of all, you can't articulate things when you're... Chubby Bunny.
You should go in snake order. Yeah, snake order. Really nice.
Oh, God, you all right, Charlie? Well, don't choke again.
I was going to throw up. Throw out. Okay.
This game brought to you by Dr. Heimlich.
I was going to throw up. I was actually going to throw up. These are the biggest marshmallows of all time. Come on, girl, stuff it in your mouth, Gourley.
These marshmallows.
Chubby Bunny, bitch.
Chubby Bunny. Oh, no. Wait.
Oh, God, there's so much spit there, girls. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. A giant mouth.
Chubby Bunny.
So stupid. This is so dumb. This is the dumbest thing I've ever been a part of. I just love that you can't talk. What is coming out? It's so grotesque. Oh, God, it's so gross. Are you doing the Gettysburg Address?
Yes, I am, which means I win. Okay, that's it.
Oh, God.
Oh.
More napkins.
How'd you guys do more than one?
There's no winners in Chubby Bunny, only losers.
I don't know why. I have one question.
Yeah.
I developed this fastidious way of talking. I was going, a chubby, a bunny. And I wasn't even trying to. Thank you. But in my effort to over-enunciate, it came out as a chubby, a bunny. And I wasn't trying to do that. It's just what happened. Could you tell it was the Gettysburg Address?
Yeah, I could.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good. Well, there you go.
Also, if there's anything you're reciting, it's usually the Gettysburg Address.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Chums is so fun.
Yeah, because we get to drink.
Yeah, although this year, not until much later.
I know.
And so I remember just like downing those drinks you gave us, and I got pretty hammered pretty quickly.
That's nice.
Yeah, I made up for lost time.
Yeah, good. We got to change that rule for next year.
We do, but I don't think Conan's going to want to.
Well, he doesn't have to know.
He's like, why do you guys have to get drunk? And because he can't hang with us.
No, he can't. That's why you and I will pregame.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Pechanga Casino.
We're going to pregame there?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we just go somewhere else?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine too.
What was I going to say? Okay, so in order to promote the Chill Chums, because we recorded it in Altadena,
yeah,
Ruthie and Sam are two of the awesome people in our marketing team, got in touch with the Altadena Chamber of Commerce. And then I ended up joining the Altadena Chamber of Commerce. And then very recently, I went to one of their events and I had a blast.
Wait, don't you have to have a business to be in the Chamber of Commerce?
You don't. Not in Altadena, at least. I just was like a normal person and I just signed up to be in the Chamber of Commerce.
What do you do and what kind of blast did you have?
Something called the Sip and Shop.
Oh.
Yes. And you sipped, you shopped, and then there was a live band and you could just dance and have a really nice time in Altadena.
What did you sip?
Wine.
You paused.
I took shots.
You guys Jaeger bombed.
We did a Jaeger bomb. Oh man, I haven't done a Jaeger bomb in ages. We should do old school drinks that we don't do anymore.
Yeah.
Like Long Island iced teas.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Sex on the beach.
Yeah. Southern Comfort. I can't drink SoCo. I can't do it because I still remember that one time I had a house party and threw up.
Zima. Four Loco.
Four Loco?
Wow.
That was more recent, though.
I still got some.
No, you don't. Do you
No,
really?
I don't.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Well.
Speaking of commerce.
Oh, right. Very good. That's right. This last clip is actually not from the show itself, but an ad, and it's kind of become infamous. It's the Lux bidet ad.
Oh, yeah.
Which I have to admit, I have never fully seen. I've heard about it.
Yeah.
But when I edit, the ads are not in the episodes. They are what's called dynamically inserted later. And Mars edits the ads. So I've never really heard or seen this full thing. So I'm very excited.
Really?
Yeah.
If this is the one that I think is the first one, I wasn't even.
No.
I wasn't even here for that.
Wow. Okay.
And so David was sitting in for me. And this is, since then we've done, I think, a couple other Lux bidet ads, but this was the first one. And this one is apparently, I don't know if I've ever listened to it all the way through either.
Well, we weren't sure how Lux was going to react, and listeners will understand why after they, I think, see the clip or hear the clip, but they were so thrilled about it that they kept coming back and wanting more ads.
Oh, okay.
They're
Let's
crazy.
see this thing.
Toilet paper has no business trying to battle the mess of a large holiday meal. Bidets, on the other hand, shoot a precise... What the fuck happened to me? I'm a good guy. I went to a good college. I worked hard. I wrote a thesis in college. I've worked hard for years. I've raised a family. I've never gone to jail. I've never committed a crime. And here I am explaining how you gotta shoot water up your ass! Ridiculous! Insanity! What did I do? What am I, some kind of... I don't understand how this happened. Toilet paper has no business trying to battle the mess of a large holiday meal? Do you know what they're implying? They're implying that if I eat a large holiday meal, my bottom's gonna explode?
It's gonna be too much for any toilet paper?
No toilet paper can handle that. No. You need a whole other device.
I'm crying.
You need a bidet that shoots water. No more smearing. It says here on the copy, no more skid marks. What happened to this?
A precise stream.
A precise stream. Lux Bidet. Oh, here we go. Is the #1 best-selling bidet brand, and I thought I had sold out.
Can I just say, they say people will laugh when they first see it, and we sure did.
We haven't even seen it. 3 million satisfied customers across the U.S. and over 150,000 five-star reviews on Amazon. Who uses a bidet and then says, I've got to go give an Amazon review? I've checked back there 7 times, clean as a whistle. I'm going to keep going because people are laughing too hard. Lux Bidet offers a range of patented bidet models. Oh, really? Including the award-winning Neo Plus series.
Ooh,
what does that do?
Fancy.
Yeah, the bidet comes and finds you when it's time to poop. I think you should go. Really? I think you should go. That was a large burrito. Lux Bidet's Neo Plus series is the next generation of bidet attachment with never-before-seen patented features. That's right, never before seen. This series features a 360-degree self-clean mode. Easy 360-degree self-clean mode. Are people spinning around on their ass? Easy lift design, fast slide in installation, plus all the same features as their best-selling bidets. Oh my God! Then it says, please talk about why you love your Lux bidet. I don't have one! But this is my favorite ad ever. This is a fantastic ad, and this is going to go out as it is or it won't go out.
Get the gifts your friends and family will never forget this holiday season. Hey, Grandma, wash your ass! Use code NA to get 20% off bidets at luxebidet.com. That's LUXEBIDET.com. And code N/A for 20% off. They made me spell bidet!
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Now, one of my favorite things about that ad that many people probably don't know is there's a person sitting in the back of that room. And Eduardo, do you want to explain who that person is?
Yeah, shout out to Brendan Burns, who we had invited that day to come and sit in. Unbeknownst to me, I didn't know what Conan was going to be reading that day. And Brendan, you might hear him in the credits. He mixes for the show. So
but this was his first day to just kind of get a lay of the studio.
I met him right before the ad session. He had never sat in on a session with us before. And then this happens, and it's really funny to watch the video and see Brendan like kind of looking around like, is this how things are here? Is this what
made a huge mistake?
Really, really, really
It does
funny.
kind of make you want to buy a bidet, though.
I think so. I think, oh man.
I love that you can, like, Conan usually gets a stack of ads, starts reading, and sort of like is understanding in real time what the ad is, and you can see him.
That's true.
It's not like discovering what he's reading an ad for as he's getting further and further into the copy.
Yeah. And I do, going back to what you said about his improv, when he does ads, it is so, because he is reading everything and saying everything as he's recording. And then the stuff he comes up with is just unbelievable, like in the spot. So it is really, I mean, like, I didn't think I would enjoy doing ads for this podcast with him as much as I do, but I really love doing ads with him.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
You should get a Lux bidet.
Me?
They should send us like 20.
You know what? Because of this ad, I got one, and it is awesome.
Well, how'd you get one?
I bought one.
Oh,
yeah.
They didn't give you one?
I used the code.
Because now we're giving them double exposure.
We're not even dynamic inserting this
no,
shit.
this is all time.
This is just in there.
Send us our bidets.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a paycheck from this place since 2003. So I just work here.
Well,
It's my charity work. Yeah, it's my charity work.
No, we don't get paid.
Well, Conan's a horrible boss, but he's a wonderful man.
Yes.
And we're thinking about you.
Yes, we are. We are thinking of, I don't think he's going to be listening.
No, but I'm just sending that out. I know he doesn't listen.
Yeah, but you're right.
But this hardly seems like the episode to trash talk him.
It's true, but we have been.
Yeah, we have.
I will say it is really obvious that he's not here. He is our leader. He's just he always turns everything that we say into the funniest thing you could possibly hear. And I think that he's definitely missed. I do like just the two of us being here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Do you want to just go a little longer?
I know. Why not? Let's just, how you been?
I'm pretty good. How you been?
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah.
You got a bidet?
I actually do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. On that seat right now?
I installed it onto this seat, and I am sitting in Conan's seat.
That's
so
right,
he's going
you
to
are.
come back with a nice surprise.
Well, we'll be back next week with our favorite clips from all the interview guests. And we should mention, if you want to see these clips in their entirety, you can go to the Team Coco YouTube channel. So what you've heard on almost all of these has just been a selected portion of a longer clip that you can watch on YouTube. All right, that's it.
That's all she wrote.
Excuse me?
That's all she did. That's all she did.
Who's she?
She did it. She's Mrs. Podcast.
From Mr. and Mrs. Podcast, this is Team Coco saying, have a wonderful 2024. What's left of it?
Peace out, Tupac.
That was so awkward.
Mine?
That was so awkward. Whatever's left of it. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, and thanks for staying.
Yes.
Thanks for just being you.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
We got to stop. Just let's do it.
Let's end?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. You don't want to add anything to that?
Bye.
Oh.
We love you. Is that too much? Hello. Welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Sorry, we just ate and there was a little gurgle there, and I really apologize. And if you didn't notice it, now everyone's rewinding so that they can hear it. Why am I talking? Can I start over again?
No, I think we nailed it.
Hello and welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. I'm Sona Movsesian.
And I'm Matt Gourley.
And you're Matt Gourley.
Well, you pointed at me, but at the same time, you took a breath like you were going to speak. That was very confusing.
Yes. And then I don't do this usually, but, Conan is not here. In case anyone has noticed, it's me talking. I'm Sona. I am not Conan. And the reason that he's
I've
not here...
I've never done this before, but shut up.
The reason Conan is not here is he's back east with his family. He unfortunately lost both his parents not that long ago, so he's taking some time away. So Matt and I are holding the fort. And
holding the fort is strong.
Yeah.
I think opening the fort to invaders.
Yes. I really need him to be here just to make this easier and more smooth. But I kind of like the vibe.
I do too. It's
just
easy going.
There's just the 5 of us here. Adam's with us and Eduardo and Blay. And we're eating pizza and we're just hanging out.
So last week we did a collection of notable clips from our segments and intros, which is just you, me, and Conan.
Yeah.
This week we're doing some notable clips that kind of came to mind from so many wonderful moments this year of the celebrity interviews.
And we're starting off with a big one.
What the listener won't know is that we retook this part.
Yeah.
And in the first time we did it, you said banger.
Okay.
And since Conan wasn't here, I felt the need to point out your hard G.
Yes. And I responded by saying, you don't have to. That you don't.
You're right.
We don't have to try to fill those gigantic shoes. Is
and
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
that would be good of me to not do that.
Yeah, and then you made a joke about later on listening to a clip from Walton Joggins, and that didn't make sense.
It does make sense.
How does it make sense? I said banger. It would be
I'm
Gawkins.
pretending that there's no such thing as a hard G, that everything's a soft G.
Okay, so I'm going to channel Conan and be like, it's good that you have to explain what your joke is. We're starting with a banger.
So you're French and you still got the hard G in there?
I did.
Banger.
Banger. We did a banger. Banger. Banger.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Here's the clip.
Al Pacino.
Let's listen.
It's interesting because you're grabbed by the theater. You're this kid, as I said, who you start reading Chekhov. Yeah. You start reading the classics, and it grabs you, and you start seeing some productions. You get into theater. You have so many go nowhere jobs just to stay alive. I mean, you're delivering papers. You're building superintendent for a while, but not a good one. I don't think.
Never. The guy came out and started talking about me a few years back.
Yeah,
saying he was a terrible super. Or something like that. And I thought, why? Why would he say that?
Yeah. And
who's a terrible super? I'm sure there's a lot around. I mean,
No, I saw that. There's a really old man who was like, I remember him. He was a terrible super. And I'm like, okay, take his Oscar back.
I know. Fine actor, terrible super.
Christopher Walken, bad mechanic. Robert De Niro, just awful substitute teacher. It's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? These are. So you come along, you're doing theater, and then this thing that people dream about happens, which is you get noticed. Francis Ford Coppola is going to make The Godfather, and he says, I want this guy, Al Pacino. And the studio says, fuck you.
Of course.
We want Robert Redford. We want someone who's been a success. We want someone who looks a certain way. We want someone probably blonde hair, blue eyed, whatever.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking at you when I say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. They wanted me, actually.
My grandmother.
I was 8 at the time. Yeah.
My grandmother on my mother's side has blonde hair, blue eyes. So just to note that.
It's in there. It's in you somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
But what I'm saying
had to put
is
it in.
They don't want you, I've seen the screen test where they're saying, okay, well, how about Jimmy Caan as Michael Cole? How about they're trying everybody? They're throwing everybody in there. But Francis Ford Coppola sticks with you. They start shooting And you can tell, you read in the book and it's riveting on the set. People are like, I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy. I don't know what. And you can feel it.
Yeah, well, they were giggling.
Oh, you heard giggling.
Yes.
So here's what's amazing to me. These scenes that I've watched and that everyone's watched in this room 100,000 times that are now iconic masterclasses in how you play a character, you're doing it and people are going, oh man, let's hope they get a real actor in here soon. Yeah. Oh, which is unbelievable to me.
Was it that severe, Conan?
I was an 8-year-old kid, but I was there. And I had a lot of pull with the studio. I called Paramount, and I was like, I don't think he's got it. Who is this? 8-year-old Conan O'Brien. What are you? I'll be a big deal someday. You'll see. Why aren't you using a real phone? Why are you miming one with your hands?
Oh my God. It's funny.
But no, and the thing is, which is, to me, I look at that performance, and as you say in the book, your concept, which was clearly the right one, which is you got to slowly see Michael come to this position. And then there's the iconic scene where they're all trying to figure out, after Vito's been shot, what to do. And you are sitting there with your broken jaw and you say, okay, we arrange a meeting, and the camera's pushing in. I can't watch that and I can't talk about it without tingling, because I think it is a beautiful way to tell a story through acting, but it takes patience. And the studio was saying,
well, they wanted to see something else, I guess. And both Francis and I think, felt that way about, but we were unable, or at least I was unable to articulate what I was doing, but I was doing that. I thought about it on my long walks in Manhattan.
You talk about it. You would take long walks. You get the film, but it hasn't started shooting yet. You took long walks.
Yeah, I would go all the way from 91st to the Village and back, 91st and Broadway, and I just think about the part. Think about it. I still do that with roles. I just think about them, and it's fun. It gets me through the walk.
Yeah. You get your step.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know that in coming up with who Michael Corleone was, you got your steps in.
Yeah, there it is. I managed not to get hit by a car. That was, in those days.
They should make a Fitbit that tells you, you have achieved the character. 10,000 steps. And you've nailed.
Walking.
Stop now. You've nailed Michael Corleone. You've got it.
Oh my God. Did you hear I said wow along with myself in the exact same time?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I think I saw that. And also, I love that it just cuts to you just so you could say, wow.
I know. What a dork. But I don't mind because we're in the room with fucking Al Pacino.
I know. Can you believe that we get to do that?
Conan's used to this. You and I, we don't. I mean, I guess you got to being his assistant all those years.
Not Al Pacino, and also not in this kind of atmosphere. And you could, I mean, I can tell just from looking at that clip how I was feeling. And I was like, just don't say anything. Don't move. Don't do anything dumb.
It was amazing because he's so nice.
I know.
And I was obsessed with The Godfather. One of the first movies I saw was The Godfather 2. I begged my mom to watch it, and at a very young age. She
3?
It's one of my earliest memories of movies.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's a 3-hour movie.
I know.
I can't believe that was you watched it early on. I would never, I don't know. I was watching Goonies.
What a treat to be in the room with that guy.
I know. That was really cool.
Sitting across from Michael Corleone.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I know.
And then this next guy's no slouch either.
Yes.
Thanks for going along with it.
You know what? Yeah. Tom Hanks is next. And I was walking by and he was just standing in the hallway and somebody introduced me. I think it was Paula who introduced me to him. And then he said, what's the first car you ever drove and what's the car you're driving now? And it was just such a I'm sure that's a question he asks a lot of people just to
He just had that ready to go?
He had that ready to go. And it was so cool, but also made me reflect that my first car was a broken down Jetta. And now I drive a minivan.
Oh,
so it's
that's
evolution.
A lateral move. You seem like a Jetta girl.
Oh, I had 3 Jettas
Really?
before. Yeah. I was a Jetta girl for sure.
Yeah.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take.
Did you just read the description? Because I did too.
Yes, and I think I remember what I say in this. So let's roll it.
You scared the hell out of me. I was on a bike with a friend of mine.
right.
We won't get into the exact, but taking a bike ride with a good friend of mine, Brad, and we're going up this. Yeah, maybe. And Brad Paisley. Suddenly this car, like kind of a Jeep SUV thing, starts coming, and all of a sudden the window comes down, and you lean out the window and start yelling at me.
I yelled at
and you start doing some bit, which was really funny, doing a bit, and then my friend was like, "That was Tom."
It happens all the time.
But you know what? It was like laughing, like your head just came out of a
knock knock.
Yeah, or it was like Batman when he was climbing up the side of a building and suddenly a window would open and it's
it's Jerry Lewis.
It's Jerry Lewis. It's Tom Hanks. I thought I live the most amazing life where a darkened window can come down and a goofy Tom Hanks can pop out and yell at me when I'm on a bike.
But think about everybody else, because on that there's a lot of people that come there to walk that it's a long line, and they're all kind of like bicycle weenie geeks, guys with $6,000 mountain bikes and on your left, as they're going up and coming down. But they're going to see you. I mean, you're as tall as Big Bird, for crying out loud. And they're going to say, I believe I saw Conan O'Brien struggling up the hill.
Have you heard that halfway up that ridge, there's this place that apparently in the late 30s, you probably know about this, right?
Absolutely true.
In the late 30s, some people who were pro Hitler and pro what the Nazis were doing.
So Nazis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
They,
as a lay historian, I'll come in and get the record straight.
Okay. They weren't members of the party.
There were people who were sympathetic to that cause in the late 30s before America was in the war. And they purchased a piece of land. Am I correct?
You are correct, sir.
That they thought would be a place that the Fuhrer would like to hang when and if he comes to America, maybe because he conquered it. I don't know the whole story. Do you know the story?
It was owned by the German Bund. And there was a period of time, a German Bund. The Bund was essentially, hey, we're all Germans. We all live America. Let's form a fraternal organizations like other nationalities do, And I'm going to hope that before they found out just how bad Hitler was, but I swear I have seen photographs of like a 4th of July in the 1930s up there with a fireworks thing. And they would have, no lie, a picture of the founding fathers and a picture of Adolf Hitler, an American flag and a Nazi flag, the German Nazi flag. And they were saying our country is coming back, et cetera, et cetera. And I just hope that maybe you can get away with that in 1930, but it continued along. And in fact, it is now a scout camp, or it had been for a while. And I have gone there to scout a location, and there is like the main lodge, there's tents and stuff like that. But there is a main lodge that honestly looks like, a German Alpine chalet.
Yeah.
That all you have to do is paint it red, put a couple of Haken cruisers on there, and you are right back in Naziville, USA.
So this is a place that in our neighborhood, you go up there's this big hill and
Did I say Jerry Lewis also lived in this neighborhood?
And why did you choose to live here, sir?
Listen, we have these meetings that are none of your business.
Right.
No, but this is my story, which is that that was something I've always heard. And then occasionally you'll find that it mentioned that this piece of land lives and that maybe, and some people get the story, they get it wrong and they think that Hitler spent time there, like in his board shorts, looking out at the Pacific.
He did come out for pilot season 1 year. And he needed a place to stay.
6 pilots, didn't get one of them.
No, not a one.
There was almost a 7th friend. But anyway, but I'm with my friend once, my same friend Brad that you saw. I'm grinding up that hill on our bikes to just try and get to this very steep in parts. We're grinding along, and then we're these 2 women, like blonde, 22-year-old, I swear to God, wearing like bikini tops, and they just looked like they were just come from a sorority party. They flag us down like they were in trouble. And I said, what is it? And they went, do you know where the Hitler camp is?
Yes. There you go.
Where's the Hitler camp?
About that.
And I went, oh, ladies. Well, all right.
Wow.
Like, God, he's
Still pulling in the trim, that Addie Hitler. My God.
Jesus. Still pulling in the trim?
I know what?
Jesus.
Wow.
Gourley.
Jesus, Matt.
Wow.
Come on.
Now we
God.
are making light of a very, very dark period, without a doubt.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, you don't want to say, yeah. Come on up. How do you get to Conan's house? Oh well, if you've gone too far if you hit the Hitler camp.
Right.
Make a U-turn at the Hitler camp.
When you get to the Mussolini cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Take a left.
Yeah. To the right past a tiny triangle. But yeah, that's up there, and yeah.
The I'm going to switch gears here a little bit.
Let's see how you do this.
And I want to talk about the Japanese and Jerry Lewis and 1944.
One other major thing that happened with Tom Hanks that we have to cover is that he was the second, but no less significant A-list celebrity to look diagonally across this table from the chair I'm sitting in right now and tell Aaron Blair to shut the fuck up.
That's right.
Blay, what did that feel like?
It's well, I always try to
You don't have to shout, Blay.
And shut the fuck up. Now there's 3 A-list celebrities that have done it.
Can I just say a thing very quickly? It's kind of tough for Eduardo and I because we're out of the limelight.
I've been there a couple times, I know.
Except I am in direct eye contact with every celebrity.
Well,
Harrison
they're looking
Ford,
at me,
Al
really.
Pacino.
Okay. You just might think they're looking at you.
Well, you know what? And they do look at you, but then sometimes they look over at me.
They're probably looking at me still.
They look at you happily, and they look at me like, what's happening over here? So whenever I say anything, it's always they immediately want me to shut up because they want to hear from you.
No, I think there's something about you that makes people think that they could just immediately just be not shitty, but like joke around with you. Like I'm saying this
You're
as a
backpedaling
compliment
now, and I'll take it. I
am
appreciate
saying it as a
okay.
compliment.
All right,
I don't
thank
think
you.
they feel comfortable saying "shut the fuck up" to just anybody. So there's something about.
Thank you.
I gotta stop. I don't know. I'm trying to give them a compliment.
But to answer your question, it's incredible that we get to interact with these people at all. So the fact that both Harrison Ford and Tom Hanks told me to shut the fuck up.
Amazing.
It truly. I mean, life moments.
But there has to be a third. And I
life
just
moments.
Can't
Well,
imagine
I
who
think
that's
there
gonna
probably
be.
will be. And who's it going to be? We should all take.
But will
that.
it happen organically, or will it be someone that is aware of this?
That was what I was going
I
to
don't
say. We don't think that Tom Hanks was aware.
No,
of,
it
right?
felt
Of
real.
Harrison
It
Ford
felt
telling Blake to shut the fuck up. It was just, but it was such a like. What are the odds that they would use the exact same words?
Yes.
And the best part about when Tom Hanks did it is we all collectively celebrated.
Yes.
That's why a third one is going to blow the roof off this place.
Yes.
I know what you're saying, though, about being in the eye line. I am in Conan's direct eye line throughout the whole entire interview. And I find the more esteemed the guest, this is a look behind the curtain here.
Oh, I agree
the
with
less
you. Whatever
he
you're
will
about
look
to
at the
say.
guest and the more he will talk to me, which makes me so, because I have to do that fuel face where I'm fueling him with energy and admiration and and laughs. And it's not like it's not legitimate. It is, but I'm very conscious of I've got to keep this guy going. Here I go. And it's just a hell of a thing.
Now, see, I feel the same way about the celebrity, and I overdid it, I think, with John Mayer, because John Mayer at one point stops and he goes, "Man, you are really vibing with me right now." And I was like,
that.
"Oh my God, oh no, like have I screwed up?" Like, you know, because I'm trying to exactly the same thing. It's like being under a microscope. And so I find myself after these podcasts sometimes drained.
Exhausted.
Because you're kind of like an emotional cheerleader.
Yes.
And not that, again,
your cheeks hurt.
I absolutely enjoy being here, but it is kind of like a sending vibes or just like giving somebody back good energy. And I totally agree. But life moments, they were life highlight moments. I'm anxious to see who's going to be number 3.
This next one was very special to us because Carol Burnett is an absolute legend.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the Four Seasons Hotel and got to talk to her there. This is a very special story about another absolute legend, Lucille Ball.
Yeah.
Both of these women were formative in my youth for television and everybody else, I'm sure. But this was an incredible day.
I know. This was one of those like special days where I was like, I'm going to remember this just forever.
Yeah.
Just being here, talking to her. It's amazing. I just,
Oh boy. Oh boy. We better roll it. Sona's going to need to take a break.
I wanted to ask you about Lucille Ball because obviously growing up, even though the show had long been gone, it was running constantly in reruns. I Love Lucy, and that was the format for the modern sitcom that has endured for 50, 60 years. And I know that she was very kind to you. She saw you as, hey, this kid has something. I like her. How did she reach out to you?
Well,
or how'd you meet her?
I was doing the off-Broadway show called Once Upon a Mattress. And we had just opened the night before. And the second night, there was a lot of buzz I could hear in the audience. And Lucy was in the audience the second night. I remember I peeked through the curtain and I saw this big shock of red hair. And there she was. I was more nervous that night than I was opening night, the night before, because she was in the audience. Anyway, it went okay. And I had this funky little dressing room off Broadway. She knocked on the door after the show and came in. And I had this couch and it had a spring coming up. And she was going to say, I said, look out. She said, I see it.
Is it my first rodeo?
Anyway, we visited for about a half hour and she called me kid because she was 22 years older.
Right.
She said, if you ever need me for anything, give me a call. So about 4 or 5 years later, did a few things, and then CBS was going to give me a special, a 1-hour variety thing, if I could get a major guest star. So the producer said, call Lucy. And I said, I don't want to bother her. He said, well, all she can do is say, I'd love to, but I can't. I'm busy. Got her on the phone, called her office. She came up. Hey, kid, you're doing great. What's happening? I was just, I said, oh, Lucy, I know you're busy. She said, when do you want me?
Wow.
And we did the show together. So then when I got my variety show, and then I did several guest appearances on her later shows.
Yes.
The Lucille Ball show, and when she played Lucy Carmichael.
That's right.
All
with
of that.
Gail Gordon.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And then when I got my show, she came on. So we kind of traded on and off. And so, oh, wow. This one time, she's on my show, and we have a dinner break before the orchestra rehearsal. So she and I went over to the farmer's market to have a little, so we were in the Chinese restaurant there. And she's knocking back a couple of whiskey sours.
Please tell me it's the morning.
No, it was a nighttime show.
Okay.
So at that time, of course, my husband, Joe Hamilton, was producing our show. And so she now was not with Desi. She said, kid, it's great that you got Joe, to handle a lot of stuff for you, because when I was married to the Cuban,
like he's a cigar.
She said, he did everything. Desi did everything. Yeah. He took care of the scripts. He took care of the lighting, the camera work. He's the one who invented the 3 cameras.
Yes. Yeah. Genius.
And so she said, when I came into the Monday morning, the table read, everything was perfect because he had seen to it. And all I had to do is be crazy Lucy, fine. So then we got a divorce. Now I'm going to do the Lucy Karma, whatever it was. And I came in, no Desi, and we read the script, and she said, it was awful. Kid, it stank. And she said, and I thought, oh, God, what am I going to do? Desi's not here. He did it. She called me for lunch, and she said, she went back to her office. She said, I've got to be strong.
Yeah.
I got to confront this the way Desi would have. She said, so I knew what I had to do. Went back to the table read, and I told them in no uncertain terms how I felt about the script, how we had to fix it. She said, kid, and she took another, and that's when they put the S on the end of my last name.
Now she
sent you, I think, flowers every day on your birthday.
On my birthday, and this one birthday, I got up in the morning and turned on the Today Show, and she had passed away on my birthday. And that afternoon, I got flowers that said, "Happy birthday, kid."
Oh,
you
boy.
know? Yeah. So we had a great bond.
Legend.
That's amazing.
Do you remember she came into that room and there was probably 15 people in that room. She shook everyone's hand, asked for their name, and then after the interview was over, said goodbye to everybody pretty much by name.
Yeah, like a total pro. And also, there are moments when everybody's on their best behavior.
Yeah.
You know, like we're all like dressed a little nicer.
Yeah.
We're all not
usually
goofing
a president
off.
of some kind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she had the same. We had the same amount of gravitas towards her as we would a president, a first lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. This next one is Niecy Nash with a very funny story.
I've always heard it was your idea to put on the prosthetic fake booty. Is that true?
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Because you know why? Because the women in my family, I did not see them on TV.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now you could buy a butt on every corner. You know what I mean? You can buy one on every corner. But then it wasn't popular.
Right.
To have all of the, you know what I mean? And I went to so many booty fittings, like you don't even understand. And they couldn't get it right because they were building it straight back. So I went to my girlfriend and I brought her up there who had, you know, the natural slammer jammer. And I'm like, you see, you got to start from the hips and wrap it around. So I got the booty right. It was really.
I love that you brought your friend in. What was your friend's name?
I don't know if I should say it.
Okay. Well, it's a compliment. But I love saying to your friend, hey, come on over here.
I need your ass.
I need your ass. Get your ass over here, literally. Get your ass over here.
Literally. And you know, let me tell you something. That friend of mine, true story, her butt and my up top was how we got to look Prince right in the face. We didn't have tickets to this Grammy party he was at. Mm-hmm. And so we went around the side and there was a security guard. I said, girl, you know what to do. She started walking backwards. I started walking forwards. I was like, come on. And we walked over there. So he let us in the back door. So we get in the party and then we lied and said that I'm always lying to get a job, right? We lied and said she was Prince's cousin. And so we go.
Oh my God.
The purple one was behind his door. So we walk up to security like, yeah, we need to get in there. She's like, I'm his cousin. I'm like, yep, she's his cousin.
Yep.
And he looked at us up and down. He said, 1 minute. He closes the door and goes in. The door opens. It is Prince. He looked at us, and before we could take a breath, he said, nice try, and closed the door in our face. I said, but we got to see him. He said, nice try to us. Yeah.
That is so cool.
And I don't even know what that had to do with the booty, but the point is, it was that same girl's
She
butt.
walked backwards
She
to
walked
get
backwards
in.
to get in. But
That's
her
how
butt.
she got everything in life.
But and
she walked backwards.
Yeah, we denied his card. Oh, yeah? Check this out. Your card works.
Conan's so jealous right now.
Well, okay, let's talk about this. I have no ass. There's just nothing back there. It's a straight drop. And I'm thinking I should get a prosthetic. Is there something they make for men now?
Make sure it's done right. You should bring a friend in who has the right butt and then have them
Ding,
do
ding,
it.
ding.
I don't know. I don't know what the right
You want me to
butt
call
looks
my
like.
friend?
Yeah, exactly. You should come. And I should say, I want this.
But the point I was making is that butt wasn't popular back then.
Right.
That body type, not even the butt, just the body type,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I wanted to be somebody that my aunties could look at and see themselves. And
Right.
so I was like, I want to look like the women in my family. And I have to tell you, so many men met me in life after and were so disappointed that I didn't have the thing on. They were like, you lost weight? I'm like, no.
I can go get it. It's in the back of the car.
Yeah,
Just
basically.
keep it with me at all
Yeah,
times.
you could borrow hers.
Well, don't they make something for men?
No, I'm just saying you could borrow the one she uses for Reno 911.
All right,
no?
maybe I can.
Is
Do you
that
have a name
weird?
for it? You nicknamed it?
I did not. But my prosthetic one, like I have one that I would wear under the uniform, but the prosthetic one that I wore with the thong bathing suit, that one, somebody stole it.
You bet they did.
It was in a temperature control locker somewhere.
If I knew where that was, I'd grab it.
And
I'd take it on vacation.
What are you gonna? Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I don't want
with
to talk
it?
about what I'm going to do to it. That's my business. So you're invading my privacy right now. I buy 2 airline tickets and the prosthetic ass is in the other one. And we both have a glass of champagne.
Oh my God.
Can I tell you, I love Niecy Nash and I love Reno 911, and I had no idea that was a fake butt until
my
that
God.
conversation.
And between that and Conan's story about Prince, which he's told a few times on the show right before he went on stage,
Yeah.
the more I hear about that little guy.
Little guy?
Well, he's very little.
He is, I know.
He's
but
just a mischief maker.
That's
Someone just
true.
told me a story that he was at a huge gala party, just as a guest, stood up on a table and hopped from table to table to table to the exit as if it was just all happening spontaneously. But then if you did any further looking down, you saw all of his people were prepared with their hands clasped together to be his little bridge from table to table to table.
So he talked about it before.
With them, this
With
had been
them.
planned, but it was all made to seem spontaneous.
That's
This is also coming like
insane.
third, fourth degree. Who knows
But
if it's
still,
true?
let's
But
just say
you
it's
print the
real.
legend.
Oh
It's amazing.
man, that's awesome. I loved when Niecy Nash was here because I've always loved Reno 911.
Me too.
And she was just like, she had that energy the whole time. You really missed out. It
Yeah.
was so much fun.
I
You
know.
really, really missed out. Do you ever?
Yes.
Like, I hate missing recordings.
I do too.
Yeah.
I missed Billy Crystal, Jon Stewart, because I had to go back and see my family. And you just, you curse your family.
Do you? I really don't have much going on besides this. So I really don't miss very many, but I have missed a couple, and I
Yeah.
always have
What's your
big time
biggest regret?
FOMO. There was one I remember. I was just like, I wish I was here for that.
Yeah, you're almost always here. I don't have a ton of FOMO in my life. If anything, I have a fear of not missing out. In a way, a fear of being included.
Oh, a fobge?
Yes, that's the one. But
Phobie. Where did the J come from?
it's a soft G. So, well, I did not miss this next one, which I am very glad for, because this was a really funny guest and a really funny story.
I have to say, when we find out who gets booked on this show, there's an email sent to all of us just being like, this person got booked on this day. And it's very rare for me to respond and just be like, I'm really excited, even though I am. But this one, I replied to everybody on the email, including, I think, probably SiriusXM employees and like a lot of other executives who don't care about my opinion.
The guest himself.
And I was just like, I cannot wait for this episode.
I think you said something like, little baby Billy?
No, that wasn't me.
No?
I forgot what I said. I can't remember, but I feel like you said little baby Billy.
I don't know.
Yeah, but then everybody else started responding. It's like every single person was excited about this.
Yes.
You responded, when I saw this booking, I gasped.
That's right.
there
That's
we
right.
go.
That's what I said.
So this is Walton
That's kind of
Goggins.
anticlimactic. Okay.
You've played so many great characters, but in The Righteous Gemstones, I feel like the minute I started watching that show, and then you showed up. And I remember not knowing you were going to be in the show for some reason. And the minute you show up, I thought, you can't do The Righteous Gemstones without Walton Goggins. You have to have him.
Did I tell you the story about the David Gordon Green was directing that episode? And the very first time you meet baby Billy, he's in a bathtub.
Oh, I know this. He's in a hot tub.
Hot tub, bathtub outside, looking out at his land, looking out over his empire.
Yeah.
And at some point in the scene, he stands up and he's fully naked, and there it is.
The viewer sees.
Sees everything, and then he turns around, he puts on his bathrobe, and then steps out of the bathtub. Well, they called in a body double to do that.
Yeah.
Who was 76, 78 years old, something like that, to be in the tub, right? And they flew him in from Chicago. And I'm like, how did you, what's the audition process? You couldn't find him in South Carolina? Really? You had to go to Chicago? So he comes in and I meet him.
You had to go to Chicago to find a dick?
Yeah.
This guy's top of his game.
Yeah.
Though. You have to understand.
Top of his game.
Top stick guy.
Yeah.
And I met him on that day, and he was dressed like me, kind of looked like me, and I'm thinking like, who are you? He said, I'm you. You know, I'm your body double. I'm standing in for you. And it's like, oh, okay. Cut to the show comes out. There it is, and I get a phone call from this friend of mine who says, oh my God, baby Billy Freeman, I can't stand it. I love it so much. And can I just say how good your body looks? And I said, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's 76.
76 years old. You think that's my fucking body? True story.
I did wonder, because the penis is right there.
Penis is right there.
In high definition.
Yeah, that's right.
Beautifully lit.
I mean, it's a nice penis. I mean, it's a nice penis.
But it's definitely a Chicago penis.
Yeah, it's a Chicago
you can
penis.
tell. And you know what? South Side.
Deep dish.
That's a South Side penis.
dish.
Deep dish South Side. That's a White Sox penis. That's not a Cubs penis.
Does not have a Southern accent.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very Yankee.
What's going on here? What are we doing here down south? Penis, shut up. You're ruining it. I just got out of a hot tub. Yeah. Gotta get a sausage.
Oh, I love him. Did you watch Vice Principals?
Yes, definitely.
Can I just say a thing where I like you, Sona, I love Walton Goggins. He's one of my favorite people. And sometimes when celebrities get here, I get to just say a few words to them as they come up the stairs. And I had to tell Walton Goggins this. He comes up, he's very nice. I shake his hand and we're talking for a second. And I go, I have to say, you have a gin, right? He goes, well, yes, I do. And I was like, my old boss and I, Dan Ferguson, got very drunk one night on your gin, and it was delicious. And he put his hand on my chest and goes, well, then may I just say, you are welcome for your inebriation.
Oh, my God.
It's like a blessing you've been baptized in the spirits of Walton Goggins.
The most charming man ever. It's just dripping with charm.
Just dripping. Yeah, I love him. I think I love every single role he's in, and if I hear he's in something, I will watch it.
He's one of those actors.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, that's why I watched Fallout, even though I never knew anything about the video game.
And he's very serious in that, right?
He has barely a face.
Yeah, I know.
Right? What's wrong?
He's not totally serious, but he's the villain.
Yeah,
he's the antagonist.
Yeah. But if you haven't watched it, you should. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, next up are two of the most lovable people that you'll have on this show, I think. Ted Danson and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
In a very special circumstance. I think it gets explained in the clip probably. But what a way to kick off this episode.
I know. We were all waiting for Woody to get here, and he explains it in this clip, right? I mean, that's what the clip is.
Yeah. But I think anybody, even Woody, probably would say it's probably not uncommon to sit and wait around for Woody Harrelson because he lives on a different clock, time zone, planet, or whatever. But this was a very special reason.
Yeah.
Let's watch.
I think we should address the elephant in the room. Woody, we started a little bit later than we thought because you had a bit of a tumble. Is it fair to call it a tumble?
I think a tumble's a fair term.
Yeah.
Did go over my handlebars.
You went over the handlebars?
Yeah, I was honestly and embarrassingly, I was passing this Tesla on the left that I felt was moving a little slow, but I didn't realize he was moving slow because he's taking a left.
Yes. And you were on a motorcycle.
On a motorcycle.
Yes. And is that your primary way of getting around a motorcycle?
Well, I always feel like the shortest distance between two lines, between 2 points in L.A. is a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
So I do tend to take it. But today it proved not to be so very fast in terms of
right, because
transporting
we
me.
lost some time while people were figuring out, are you alive? Your soul had to re-enter your body.
Yeah.
Did you think for a second when you were going over the hood of the Tesla, this is going to be a huge problem, or did you the whole time were you thinking, I'm all right?
No, I always thought I'd be okay. I just felt like there was some pain involved. I felt the pain, but I never thought I'd be, killed or anything.
Okay.
Or
and
maimed.
Your hand is wrapped up like someone in a cartoon.
That's because I wrapped it.
He did a great.
Did you? And you? Is this true? You
I wrapped it, and I thought it looked funnier that way.
So let me get this straight. All of your first aid training is helping people in a way that will look funny.
Yeah.
It's not going to help him not get infected or anything like that.
Yeah.
You didn't set the bones in the proper way. You set them in the funny way.
Funny way.
Okay.
And we're in the bathroom, and I'm like, "Didn't you play the doctor, right?" And he says, "Yeah, I also played a lawyer, so we can sue the guy." I said, "Well, I think it's going to have to be a lawyer for the defense this time."
Because it was I'm not as good with that. Sorry.
So this is fascinating, just to be behind the scenes and know that you guys are both icons. You're on the way to do the podcast with your friend Ted Danson. You wipe out on the motorcycle, you hit a Tesla, you get it together, you come here, you need medical attention. So Ted Danson is the one that helps clean the wound and wrap you?
Yes.
Why haven't we called a real doctor at any point?
I take Ted Danson over a real doctor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
By the way, his confidence, his demeanor, everything about the way he does it is you feel like, yes, I'm in the best hands. So, never doubted.
I did kind of have that. I was choking back tears, but I was efficient.
First of all, I'm very happy that you're okay.
Me too.
It was weird when he asked me to disrobe, but I'm going to...
for hygienic purposes.
It's for hygienic and also tax purposes.
Thank you.
So, do you wear, what kind of protection do you wear when you ride?
Whoa. Where are you going?
No. We're not doing that protection, the other protection. Are you armored in any way? Are you wearing a helmet?
I was wearing a helmet.
Okay.
Yes. And so I actually, it did help me because I did hit my head, but the helmet, so no problem.
Okay, good.
What do you have? This makes me sad, buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't be sad.
I am. I'm sad.
Thank you.
Sad, and why
He
sad?
could have been hurt badly.
Yeah.
Badly. It makes me sad.
Does it inform what you might do in the future? Might you?
No, that's out of the question, I'm sure.
It should. It certainly should.
Yeah. But this is how you are, right? You live in life on the edge.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, right. In other words, maybe I should just slow down in life and just take it a little
Hey,
easy.
you're doing great. You skinned your hand. Man up. Sorry, I've switched.
You just switched.
I had my cheery moment.
I'm sorry. Literally 15 seconds ago, you said, "I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
I'm
You're my
over
friend,
it.
and I'm so sad." And then you're telling him to shut the fuck up.
Right. Yeah, my sadness didn't play in the room.
He
So I went
thought about me going slower.
My sadness didn't play in the room. That is such a sick thing to say. Such a sick thing to say. Oh, wow, we're here in the ward with the terminally ill children. Hope you guys feel better soon. Tough break. Hey, that didn't play so well. Let me try something else. Hey, Timmy, how long you got? Jesus Christ, Ted. I know what you mean, though, Woody. There's something about Ted. Every time I've talked to him, see him out in the world, I just get this calm. You have a very calming presence. And yes, is some of it maybe related to the fact that you are so ubiquitous and well known? Yes. Right. But do other people say that? You'd be like an amazing therapist.
You know, I'm doing these moderate to severe plaque psoriasis commercials, which I think tells you all you need to know that under this, I am, by the way. Yeah.
You can calm other people, but there's no calmness in the interior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you suffer from this malady, or is the money was too much to turn down?
I live on the edge of fear, basically.
Okay. Really?
Yes. I remember you sitting me down once during Cheers, and I think I was about to get divorced or something. And he said, "Teddy, why are you so fearful? Stuck in my head all the time." And that's what I find amazing. You may have fear and all of that, but you take such big chunks out of life. And I love that.
And yourself, apparently.
I lost a chunk today.
Larchmont.
Sure. Is this on camera, by the way?
I think we're going to see this. It's comical. That's the thing one of the Three Stooges would put on their heads when they had a headache.
Does anyone have an ice pack?
I haven't seen an ice pack like that in 50 years.
Not a bad idea, though.
Yeah.
Does it look cool?
Oh, yeah. It looks really cool.
What you can't see is, didn't he also have his leg propped up? And listeners can go to the Team Coco YouTube channel and see these clips, because often the clips themselves are longer as well than what you're hearing today. But this one, because also they're drinking large glasses of watermelon juice.
Yes.
Or like strawberry agua fresca or something.
Yeah.
It's
It's watermelon juice. They get it for every recording they do of their podcast. So that, they do a podcast here where everybody knows your name with Ted Danson and Woody Harrelson, sometimes is the title. And they get these watermelon juices.
But they both like watermelon juice? I think that's adorable.
One of them turned the other one onto it, and then they
I bet Woody turned Ted on.
I think that's right.
Yes.
But I will say that they have this like odd couple dynamic that is really special, and there's just like they just love each other like brothers. Yeah. And it's a good plug for the other podcast, because if you like them together, and I can't imagine anyone doesn't, the other podcast is really, really great.
Oh.
Do you ever, after we leave, are you like, I want to be friends with you so bad?
Oh, yeah.
I feel every once in a while someone will come in and they'll leave, and I'll be like, we could have such a good friendship together. I thought about that with Mila Kunis.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought about that with a few other people, but Mila Kunis jumps out because I feel like we really bonded when she came on here. But with them, I really just would love to just go to dinner parties with them and just be friends.
Woody invited our team, and a handful of us went to his dispensary when the show launched.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
And he was
I gotta
there.
go.
One of my favorite memories of that night was apparently Woody really loves magic, and so he had magician bartenders. So you'd order a drink, and they'd be like, whoom, and then it would appear or whatever, and it was really cool. Except as the night goes on, and an open bar, you kind of just want your drink. And so you're like, cool, that's great. And you're flipping the bottle around, and then firing, oh my God. And you're like, cool, oh man, okay. Oh, great. Oh, that's so cool. Oh man, okay. Okay, cool. Thank you for the drink. So we ended up ordering several at once, just so you could kind of.
So he's not doing those Now You See Me movies for a paycheck. It's out of love of the game.
Honestly, I feel like it's a passion. It was one of the coolest nights. And that dispensary it's got a whole big garden in the back. It's beautiful. It was
We should do a field trip there
really
with Conan.
We should.
We should move our studio to that dispensary and just start recording there.
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right. Well, we're going to close this out with the Larry David clip that, man, this whole interview is one of the funniest we've had.
Yeah. And this moment is a very Curb Your Enthusiasm Larry David moment.
Very much.
You're just this would be a plot point in Curb.
People ask me all the time, they say to me, Conan, you know everyone in the business. And I say, thank you. And then they say, Larry David, is he exactly like he is on Curb Your Enthusiasm? And I say, yes, he is. You are exactly like that guy. You would claim that you're not quite that guy. But the times I've hung out with you at parties, I feel there might as well be a camera recording this for HBO.
Oh.
You are the same guy.
I take that as a tremendous compliment.
Yes,
you should.
Because
I got to tell you something. I love that guy. That guy. Oh my God. I am so in love with that guy. Yeah, really. He's my hero.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah.
It must be nice, though, because you've carved that out for yourself. And then if people encounter you in real life, you don't have to in any way contort yourself to please them.
Yes.
You can tell them, I don't feel like taking a selfie. It's not really what I want to do right now. And they must love it.
And they laugh.
Yeah.
And they laugh. Except a couple of weeks ago, I got invited to a dinner party. And, 10 years ago, I would have gone, okay, sounds good. What's the address? And now, this time I said, who's coming?
Oh.
Yeah. It did not go over well.
The person was offended?
The person seemed to have been a little offended. And I wound up not going. Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go. So I tried to be Larry, and it didn't work. But by the way, as long as we're on the subject, is it such a terrible question to ask who's going to? Why is it such a secret? Why is that a secret? I don't understand the big secret. You can't say who's going. Why? I don't get it.
Yes. I think you're within,
Right?
I think you are within your rights to ask who's coming.
Thank you.
Because you want to find out. Also, I'm imagining you have enemies. And you want to make sure you're not walking into a party.
I just made 4 more as I walked into the building.
But you want to make sure. You want to know.
Yeah, I want to know.
It's like a mobster who's going to a restaurant wants to know how many ways are there in. If I'm attacked, is there a way out?
Yeah,
you got to know.
Exactly, because a lot of times, honestly, you'll be invited to these dinner parties and you find yourself sitting next to some insurance salesman, and you're there the whole for 2.5 hours sitting next to him or her, whatever.
Yeah,
it's not comfortable.
Let me ask you a question, and I want you to be honest.
Yeah,
you came to my house not long ago. You didn't know who was going to be there. Were you pleased? Were you not pleased? And you can tell me.
Well,
were there enough celebrities to make you comfortable? Did you feel that it was a good environment, a good ecosystem for you?
I need like 3 comedians and I'm fine. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do I count as a comedian?
Oh, Conan.
Conan. Conan, you poor.
It's just sad.
You're
sad. Don't do this to him.
Come on.
Yes, Conan.
Thank you.
You can. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure. You seemed happy. You seemed pleased. But then at one point,
comedians, comedy writers, either one, whatever.
Yes. Yeah. But at one point, I noticed that you had retreated to a separate area and you were just observing. You were eating your food and you were just observing other people.
Well,
as if you were, looking at birds. And you were doing little sketches. And I wondered if that's normal behavior for you.
I'll tell you what. I don't like sitting with a plate on my lap.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And I saw there was a counter. There were stools in front of the counter. And I thought this would be a good spot to plant myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I planted. And it turned out to be a great spot because when people come over, this is what I do at parties, by the way. I always sit. You can't be in the middle of a room making small talk and then you're going, your brain is racing, Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm out. I can't.
I got nothing. I got
nothing. What? The bathroom? Do I have to go to the bathroom? Do I have to get a drink? Or I know, I'll do TV Larry. All right, well, it's been nice talking to you. Yeah. And then you move on.
Right.
I think people know now that you can't have interminable conversations. They can't go on forever. There's got to be an out. There's got to be an out. You know what?
You're on a podcast right now.
How long is this going to go? We may be done.
And this is our special 5-hour salute.
No, but it's not.
It's a special 5-hour salute to Larry David.
But I think I have an idea for parties. You have a party sheriff. Okay.
Yep.
And he sits. He's in a chair above the party. He's overseeing the party.
Yep, like a lifeguard.
Or he's in another room on video.
Yeah.
And he's got cameras on everybody.
Like a pit boss.
Like a pit boss. And he's seeing the conversations. He's looking at him. He's seeing how it's going. He's looking at the body language. He's timing conversations. And then he sees that somebody's in trouble. And he goes, okay, all right, I got to go. He goes down. He takes the person by the arm. He goes, excuse me, this is over.
This is brilliant.
I have to have this.
Huh?
I have to have this.
I mean, this is a great idea.
It's brilliant.
It's fantastic.
Thank you.
I love that idea. I think we've all been there.
He doesn't even pretend to take, hey, I need to talk to you about something.
No. Everybody's aware.
Also, does he flash a badge?
Yeah.
Does he put up a badge and say this is over? over. This is over.
Everybody's aware there's a sheriff. There's there's somebody overseeing the party. By the way, I think I'd be a good one.
You'd be great.
I'd like to volunteer. I could do that job.
We need a podcast sheriff.
Yeah.
You could do that.
I definitely could do that job. A party sheriff, for sure.
Oh, that's funny.
I have to say, I happened to be at a party with Larry David last week. Doesn't happen often at all. Maybe has never happened really. And I did talk to him, and I basically just went up to him and said, how much fun we all had when he was here. And he was very, very kind and said that like this was his favorite. I don't know if he said favorite podcast or favorite talk show he's ever done, which I believe when he says, because I don't think he would, just say that to be
there was
kind.
That wasn't going to mince words.
But the whole time in the back of my mind, I was conscious of making sure I didn't talk too long.
Right?
And just being like,
In
I'm
and
just going to
out.
say hi and then be done because I don't want the party sheriff to get me.
Yeah. I mean, what happens when you go too long with the actual part? Who sheriffs the party sheriff?
That's a great question. I think he would have just said, like, great talking to you. Thank you. And then, time to go.
Well, the podcast sheriff has said it's time for us to wrap this up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we'll be back next time with Conan, right?
That's right. We'll be back with a regular episode next week.
Mhm.
And like I said, you can go to the Team Coco YouTube channel to see all these clips in their full lengths. And this has been a fun diversion. We're sorry for the circumstances and sending love to our boss.
Yes, we are sending a lot of love to all the O'Briens.
Yeah.
And the Reardons on the East Coast. It's all of Conan's whole family is out there, and it's a really hard time, but also they lived very long, very beautiful lives, made a huge impact on everybody and made a huge impact in their fields, and they're going to be missed. And I mean, this is the end of the year too, really,
That's right.
isn't it?
I know. It's the holidays, and everybody take it easy out there and enjoy yourselves, and we'll start fresh next year with good attitudes.
Okay. Good attitude. Because we usually have bad attitudes, or
I don't know. Why are you questioning?
I'm sorry. It was an odd thing to say. But 2025, here we come. Happy holidays, Matt.
Happy holidays, Sona. You know you're like my sister.
You know what? I feel like we have a brother-sister relationship
we do.
now.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a while, and you're my favorite part of this podcast.
Oh, same here.
You know what? Just like sitting across and looking at you whenever Conan says something silly.
Which is every 3
which
seconds.
Is all the time.
Yeah.
We're just like two kids in church, just like making each other giggle.
I don't know what I would do without you. I wouldn't have made it this far without you.
You would have been fine.
No way.
No,
No
yeah,
way.
you would have
No.
been okay.
You're my rock.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And I
I'm
love
quitting
you.
next
Oh,
week.
well,
Okay.
So am I then. All right. And thank you to Adam, Eduardo, and Blay.
I know.
You guys make this happen. Literally, Adam, you make this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a good team.
Yeah, we do.
Right?
Why do we need that other guy?
I don't. Well, we do. Yeah, I don't want to sit in this chair again.
No, it's weird.
There's something about this chair that makes me uneasy. I like being over in the corner, just like not saying anything.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Happy New Year, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Happy New Year.